News 5 on your side presents Kaleidoscope, focusing on people who make a difference in Northeast Ohio communities.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the broadcast again. Who's Who Publishing hosts its annual reception and program on April the 24th and will reveal the 2018 edition of Who's Who in Black Cleveland. Associate publisher Rhonda Crowder is with me today to tell us more about that. Later on, we'll hear from Dr. Mona Gupta and Dr. Harbhajan Parmar. They're here to tell us about the Association of Indian Physicians of Northern Ohio. They'll share information about the organization's upcoming fundraising event to benefit the Benjamin Rose Institute on Aging. And on the broadcast after that, author Anton Sears will tell us about his new book, Christ Over Everything. Good morning again, everybody. I'm Leon Bibb. This is Kaleidoscope, and so we begin. Beginning with my good friend, Rhonda Crowder, Associate Publisher of Who's Who in Black Cleveland, the publication. Good to see you, Rhonda.
Good to see you as well, Leon.
Can't believe it's been a year since we were together at this same table talking about Who's Who in Black Cleveland. Yeah. Refresh our audience's memory about what it is that Who's Who in Black Cleveland is all about.
Well, Who's Who in Black Cleveland is a coffee table, beautiful coffee table style publication that we produce. I am the associate publisher, so I'm responsible for engaging the community, helping create and pull together all the content. And our mission is threefold. One, to serve as a networking tool for African Americans. Two, to document our accomplishments and our achievements within a particular market, here being Cleveland, Northeast Ohio. And three, to inspire young people. To go on and become educated and do good things in our community. Why do you see it's important to have biographies of African Americans in all walks of life in the greater Cleveland, Northern Ohio area? Why is it important to have such a publication? Because so often we do not see positive images of African Americans, and sometimes the positive images that we do see are limited. A lot of times it's limited to athletes or entertainers. And so it's great to see that African Americans touch every industry that exists, from doctors, scientists, engineers, down to community leaders, community activists.
This is the 13th anniversary of the publication here in Cleveland. You ought to be proud of that. I know you've worked with it for almost 13 years, but now you're the associate.
12 years.
You've done 12 of the 13.
12 of
but
the
now
13.
in the last several years you've become the associate publisher.
Yes, this is my 5th year as associate publisher.
What's the criteria for selecting individuals on these beautiful pages? It's a beautiful coffee table book about that size. What's the criteria for selecting people? So
we look at academic accomplishment, we look at length and time and contribution to industry or to their work, and we also look at their work within the community. Community involvement, engagement, uplifting the community.
Now you're going to have a big unveiling of the book. It's not ready yet, but it's going to be ready on April the 24th. Tell us about the unveiling. So
we're excited because this year we're going to give away our inaugural Lifetime Achievement Award to Carol Hoover. Our forward writer is Urban League CEO Marsha Maccabee. And we're saluting African Americans and healthcare professions this year. So it's going to be pretty big. At the
we usually have it at the Intercontinental Hotel.
The Intercontinental,
right there, part of the Cleveland Clinic campus. Right there. You get excited about this. I mean, you've been doing this for 12 years. You alone, 12 years in this. So you get excited about this.
I do.
You get up for this.
I do. I get excited about it because when I first started, I started out as a freelance writer, and I believe that it has helped shape me and my career. You know, have an opportunity to interview so many wonderful people in this community and hear their stories. And you know, sometimes we think that you know, that there may have not been any struggle or any challenges, but to hear the tribulations that people had to overcome to, you know, get to the place and the point where they are in their career is always amazing to me.
Now, there's going to be a big event on Tuesday, April the 24th at the Intercontinental Hotel. Usually starts around 6 o'clock, if I got it right.
6 o'clock.
6 o'clock.
6 o'clock is our networking hour, and then the program will start about 7:30.
What if somebody in the public wants to go there and see this unveiling?
So they can go to our website, who'swhopublishing.com, and order tickets. Tickets are about $60, which includes a copy of the book as well. Great hors d'oeuvres. You know, we have a good turnout every year. We typically anticipate about 300, little over 300 people.
And I'm glad to say and proud to say that one of our own here at News Channel 5, Frank Wiley, is going to be the Master of Ceremonies this year.
Yes, he is.
He handles the 5 o'clock broadcast in the afternoon here. So that'll be good. He'll give you a good job.
Yes.
And he'll probably be profiled in that book too, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I've been profiled in that book a few times.
You have.
I don't know if I'm in it again this year.
Well, you know that we will have a section for Greater Cleveland Association of Black Journalists, and because of your leadership role in that organization, we do need your bio for that.
Well, it'll be wonderful. I'd be glad to give you all of that. You've got all of that, but you...
Yes.
Yeah, it's wonderful. Good to see you here on the broadcast, talking about the who's who in Black Cleveland. And I should add that there is a who's who in Black Detroit and Baltimore, Washington, and Denver.
25 different markets. We've touched 25 different markets over the 26 years that Who's Who has been in existence. Cleveland is one of the leading markets, I'm proud to say. Yes.
Well, that's good. And it's always good to have you on the broadcast. Rhonda Crowder,
thank you.
long-time journalist in this town, worked in newspaper and worked in magazines and working with Who's Who in Black Cleveland. And you got a novel, too. How's the novel
I do. It's coming along very well.
What's the name of that book now?
It's called Riddles. It's a murder mystery. Yes.
Oh.
So it was my challenge at writing fiction.
Yeah, I know. I've looked at that. It's wonderful. And you can find that on Amazon.com. Right, we'll give you a little plug.
Thank you so much.
My pleasure to do that. Good to see you, Rhonda, as always. Once again, Who's Who in Black Cleveland, the publishing, the unveiling of it. It'll be Tuesday, April the 24th at the Intercontinental Hotel on Carnegie Avenue, part of the Cleveland Clinic campus there. You can get more information on everything we're talking about by going to who'swhopublishing.com. More information on everything we're talking about. Rhonda Crowder, good to see you, my friend.
Always a pleasure.
Always a pleasure to be with you. I'll take a break. I'll be right back in just a moment. A spectacular event to support a local organization. We will talk about that after we talk about this first. Welcome back to more of Kaleidoscope today. I'm Leon Bibb. Always glad to have you with me. The Association of Indian Physicians of Northern Ohio hosts Mystic India, a Bollywood dance spectacular. It is slated for April the 14th, and the event is a fundraiser to benefit the Benjamin Rose Institute on Aging. President Dr. Harbhajan Parmar is here, along with Dr. Mona Gupta, who is the co-chair of the Research Showcase to share more with us about what's really going on. Good to have you with us. Two medical doctors, Mona Gupta on the left and Dr. Harbhajan Parmar on the right. Good to have you both with us. What's the mission, Mona, what's the mission of the Association of Indian Physicians of Northern Ohio?
So APNO is a vibrant and non-profit organization of over 500 members who live and practice in Northern Ohio. And APNO is very active in the community and coordinates with various organizations. And mission is to further enhance this community engagement through philanthropy, education, and increased care access.
So Dr. Parmar, you've got all kinds of services which you provide here in the Northern Ohio area.
Yeah, we raise charity and then we donate to the local organizations, including Alzheimer's Association. In the last few years, we have donated to Kidney Foundation, Recovery Resources to bring the awareness about the drugs in the community. And we also, our Cleveland Site Center is our legacy gift beneficiary.
Yes.
And we are donating them since 2014 as a $100,000 pledge over 5 years.
Well, that is so
And we also organize some community fairs, health fairs in the community to help the people.
Well, and one of the things you will do is raise money so that you can do all the things that Dr. Palmer is talking about. And you've got a big event coming up called the Mystic India, the World Tour, and I've got a wonderful, wonderful placard here, which get a shot of this on camera number 9. Tell us about this event, Dr. Gupta.
So internationally acclaimed Bollywood dance spectacular based on the concept of ancient India's transition into modern age. Fundraiser Mystic India comes to Cleveland on April 14th, as you can say, at 7:30 p.m. at Playhouse Square Theater, brought to you by April.
And we're looking at some of the video right now. It's just going to be an exciting performance. And Bollywood is Hollywood in India.
In India, yes,
and Bollywood is certainly making great inroads in the film industry. How can people get involved in this, Dr. Palmer? How can people get tickets to this?
So the tickets we can get through either you can buy it online, and the website is playhousesquare.com or the apno.org website.
Or your website, which is AIPNO.org.
And you can either call, there's an email also, and a phone number you can call, which is this phone number. I got it there, 228-1168 in the 216 area code. More information on everything we're talking about. Dr. Palmer, why did you select the Benjamin Rose Institute as the beneficiary this year?
Benjamin Rose has been doing a very good job. They are helping the older adults with the cognitive and functional disabilities for a few years. Actually, they have 7 centers where they provide the luncheons to these people. They provide emotional and mental support to the people so they can function to the best of their abilities in the community. So that's why we thought like we should participate in the community work, and that was one of the organizations we decided to help this time.
To raise some money. So
the
goal is to get is to fill up Playhouse Square on Saturday, April the 14th. Starts at 7:30, by the way, in the evening, and you can book tickets online, and we've got that on the website down at the bottom. We'll talk a little bit more about that. But this is all part of supporting education, supporting the community. Right.
It's overall. It will the money which we raise at this time, you know, part of it, of course, is going to go to Benjamin Rose Institute on Aging that supports older adults and caregivers, and rest other beneficiaries APNO, and we are very active in the community, as you just heard, and we also support education. So this all is going to be supporting that piece of it as well.
We support the medical residents for the education to go to the world tours through the medical yatra. Then we have we give the scholarship to 4th-year medical students who have got good academic achievements and community services. And then recently we started a research showcase. It was started 5 years ago, where we invite the college students and the medical residents, fellows, and hospitals to participate and share their research with other people. And that has been doing pretty good for the last 5 years.
You're also going to be doing, we also do CMEs every year, and medical residents supported through the medical yatra.
So you got a lot going on, and you got a little bit of Bollywood here. While you're doing all of the little bit of Bollywood. And we'll give it a good plug again. It's called the Mystic India, the World Tour, and the proceeds will benefit the Benjamin Rose Institute on Aging. It is set for Saturday, April the 14th at 7:30 at Playhouse Square. And if you go online, you can get tickets at playhousesquare.org, or you can go to the organization's website, which is AINPO.org. More information on everything we're talking about.
And this actually is the first internationally touring Indian dance production, which is headed by the USA Dance Company, and brings a diverse case of artists and perfect harmony of bringing the streets of Mumbai with New York into perfect harmony.
It looks like it's going to be a lot of fun, and it looks like it's going to be wonderful entertainment. And gracing the stage of Playhouse Square, which is just a wonderful venue for any organization. The fact that you're at Playhouse Square says a great deal.
Yes, and we actually highly encourage everyone to come and please support the great cause and enjoy the incredible show.
Well, thank you for being on the broadcast. We appreciate it. Dr. Mona Gupta, who's president and co-chair of the Research Showcase for the Association of Indian Physicians of Northern Ohio, and Dr. Harbhajan Parmar, who's president-elect of the Association of Indian Physicians of Northern Ohio. Good to have you both on the broadcast.
Thank you.
Many thanks. We'll see you on stage.
Well, I hope to see you there too.
It's April the 14th on Saturday at 7:30
Thank you
Playhouse
very
Square.
much.
Many thanks. I'll take a break. We'll be right back in just a moment. Anton Sears will talk about his brand new book, but I've got to do this commercial first, so I'll be right back after this. We promise. You're in touch with Kaleidoscope. I'm always glad to have you with me. Author Anton Sears joins me this morning to talk about his new book, Christ Over Everything, Leading Youth Back to God. Good to have you with us, Anton Sears.
It's great to be here.
Yeah, you're a Clevelander too, aren't you?
Yeah, born and raised.
Born and raised in Cleveland, so you've seen a lot in your years of life so far.
Yeah, 33 years worth.
33 years. Yeah. Well, young man, believe me, you're very much a young man. You decided to write a book, Christ Over Everything. So tell me about this book.
Okay, Christ Over Everything is for teens and young adults to get self-worth, self-value back in their life, and most importantly, get back to God. This world doesn't acknowledge God, in my opinion, and I'm trying to lead them back to God. I'm trying to get out the grasp of Satan, the hands of Satan.
Yeah, you're really directing this book toward young people.
Yes.
Young men, young women, boys, girls, that kind of thing. What was your inspiration for doing this?
I was first influenced by a friend book lunch party, but I always
gravitated.
Yes, gravitated. Okay. Thank you. Towards the youth, and I didn't have a platform to speak to them. So pen and paper became my platform, and this came out. The book came out.
Now, you were telling me before we started the broadcast today that you're a youth minister.
Yes.
Yeah. Where do you do your youth ministry work?
I do Bible studies locally. And I evangelize throughout the city of Cleveland, servant evangelism, just doing random acts of kindness through the community.
Yeah. So what do you tell young people?
I just tell them that God loves them and they're valuable. Do
you think a lot of kids are lost? A lot of young people are lost?
Yes, not all, but I believe they're lost. So. Trying to lead them back to God. Yeah.
How do you do that? How do you hook them into this book? How do you hook them into this discussion?
First, I don't want to just bum rush them like, hey, you're going to hell if you don't believe in Jesus. But then first you got to be an example.
Yeah.
So I try to be an example to the kids and young adults, teens, and stuff like that, and just tell them how great they are. They're precious. They're amazing, and God's so wonderful, they only created one of them.
Yeah. When you tell them that, what kind of reactions do you get?
They're surprised, like they've never heard it before. So they're intrigued by the words I tell them, and they want more.
Do you think that a lot of kids out there are looking for love? I mean, they're looking for love from parents, looking for love from other people?
Yeah, I think they're probably feeling loved by their parents and family or sort friends. But then again, they probably don't know what love is. For myself, being a young age, I was loved by people, but I didn't know what love is myself. I was feeling a gap in my heart, and material things fill that temporarily.
One of the things you wrote here is, don't allow your life to be ruined by the situations in life and the obstacles in the world. They're all temporary. Remember, love conquers all. Christ over everything.
Yes.
That's what you tell them.
Yes.
A lot of kids are seeing some troubled times. I mean, there may be trouble at home. There's certainly trouble in the streets. There's no doubt about that.
Exactly.
We see that on the newscasts every day. How do you tell them to overcome that, or to deal with that, to deal with all these issues around them?
This is, like I said, they're all temporary, and God conquers all. God is His power is limitless. He's the creator of the universe, and if He's the creator, then little things, not gonna say little, but things as far as insecurity, jealousy, depression shouldn't overcome them, because if you're in the hands of God, then all that is beneath them.
On the back of the book, there's a photograph of you on the back of the book, and you're described as a husband, a father, and a minister of God.
Yes.
Yeah. You bring all of that in your own life, of course.
Yes.
Yeah. Where can people find this book, Christ Over Everything?
It's available on Amazon right now. You can go to my website, www.antonsears.com. You can also purchase the book.
Anton Sears, ANTONSEARS, AntonSears.com. Get more information on everything we're talking about, and you can purchase the book, or go to Amazon.com. Leave us with a message as to why you think this philosophy is so vital, especially to young people.
Okay. Suicide is the 10th most leading cause of death. Mostly it's youth is killing themselves. And I just want to send a message out there to let them know that, like I said, they're amazing. God loves them, and their life is so much to be had, not to be wasted. Life is a gift, and it shouldn't be wasted.
Their ears are open to your messages when you speak, aren't they?
Yes, I try to make every message come from the heart. And that's pretty much it.
I would imagine that you model that message as well. They see this in the way that you live.
Yeah, Christ Over Everything is just not a book cover or a book title, but it's a slogan I live by.
Yeah. We appreciate your being on the broadcast to talk about the slogan that you live by, Christ Over Everything, leading the youth back to God. Many thanks, Anton.
Thank you for having me.
Good to see you, my friend. Good luck to you.
I appreciate it.
My pleasure. Good to have you on the broadcast.
Thanks.
People buy the book. In a moment, Marshall Mockaby, the Urban League, will offer a commentary after this. With some final thoughts here on the final moments of Kaleidoscope, here's Marshall Mockaby of the Urban League of Greater Cleveland, who, by the way, wrote the foreword for the publication Who's Who in Black Cleveland.
Yes, and what an honor, Leon, that was to be asked to do that. And also very excited about the work that Who's Who has done here in Cleveland. And want to just share a brief anecdote on that. When I first took the helm of the Urban League back in 2009, the very first thing that I did was crack open the most recent version of Who's Who in Black Cleveland to figure out who were the leaders that I needed to connect with in Cleveland. So it's a very rich networking resource for our community.
And it's a wonderful book to put on the coffee table.
Absolutely.
You know, it sits on my coffee table. I mean,
mine as well.
Every year we get one, and we just replace it with the new one that comes in.
That's exactly right.
You think that this is vital in our final minute?
Yes.
This is vital to have a publication like this, the one that Rhonda Crowder is associate publisher of.
That's exactly right. And her entire team, the professionalism with which they operate is amazing, and that we have somebody who's focused on lifting the visibility of African-American leaders in this town, in this time that's very much needed and very much appreciated.
You turn the pages of this book, sometimes you will knock your socks off by some of the historians,
Absolutely.
the physicians, the scientists, the rocket
Absolutely.
scientists at NASA, all
Absolutely.
people in all walks of life.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah, well, so
great for Black History Month to be used with young people.
It's wonderful. It's wonderful.
It is.
Many thanks for being on the broadcast as always.
Absolutely. Thank
That's
you.
going to take it for us. Take care, everybody, and be well.
This has been a presentation of News 5's Kaleidoscope, a weekly public affairs program in partnership with the Urban League of Greater Cleveland.